We are back here on Carolina Women with our friend Cathy Ulmer. Good to see you. We've had, again, a lot of fun talking about adaptation and technology. Who knew we had themes? But it's really been interesting because we were talking about really one of your family members who had gone to a doctor, and we just wanted to double check on the medicine since she was a specialist, and who checks and double checks all that stuff.
So going back to adaptation, technology has come so far. So as pharmacists, when I started, we did a lot of manual checks. Like you'd kind of go into the patient's profile, you'd look at their medications, and you'd kind of like spend some time thinking about mechanisms and how they might interact. What's important now is technology is able to kind of just throw those up on the screen. So as I'm checking a prescription, it's going to check for therapeutic duplications, like multiple blood pressure medications. Why are we on them, or why are we not optimizing
so my
one?
Or what about even just like dangerous
and then
things?
dangerous interactions or dosages? I mean, really, it goes through
right.
Yeah.
It goes through duplications, it goes through interactions, it goes through dosing. Does it fit into like the dosing range that we would be looking for? It's just looking for anything that's out of the ordinary.
Are there specific times for some medicines that are better to take at before bed on a full
There
stop?
are, and it really is more individualized because there's a lot of like, oh, we should take our statins at bedtime because our cholesterol tends to rise during the night. But they don't all recommend that, but like there's specific ones that say you should take it at nighttime. So with medications, I'm usually more, unless there is a specific reason, consistency is important.
Can that lessen side effects and things like that?
It can. So like if the medication is going to cause drowsiness, then we won't want to take it at bedtime, or at least try it in the evening to see how it affects you.
I love
My mother takes a lot of medicines for different ailments, and the interactions are really important.
It's really important.
And I love what you said about consistency, because I think that's something that with a lot of the folks I treat, they're like, well, I forgot my medicine just maybe 4 or 5 days. And then is it like Oreos where if I forgot it, I can take 4 or 5 more?
Yeah. Well, a good part, again, back to technology and adaptations, now there's some great apps out there so that you can program it to kind of just, ring and ding.
Technology.
And say, yeah, I know. It was like, that's another great thing. Like even at
That's amazing.
I think our app, which I'm not 100% positive because we changed them, you can put your medications in there and kind of ding you when it's the appropriate time to take your medication, give you a little warning.
Do you ever help people like get the medicine box, or do you help recommend, do I want it for a week?
We do pill packing. So we actually pack pills in terrible like sheets. So it's called a Dispill program. So if you fill all your medications with us, it's a free service that we provide. And what's cool about our packs is you could just tear off your day and leave for the day and not take the whole
And everything's dosed for that day?
And everything's dosed for that day.
Oh my gosh, that's
morning.
I mean, I would love that.
You could have
That's
morning
amazing.
and evening. You could have, we can do up to 4 times a day. I have a person that did it 6 times a day, so we had to do a full sheet and then a half a sheet. But it really has, some of our patients who were like cardiovascular patients who just were not doing well, once we got them in the pill packs and they started taking it, consistently and on time, because there's so many
And the body responds favorably.
I mean, when you're on 8 to 12 medications,
it's hard to remember all the time.
Oh yeah, and all the bottles end up looking the same.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Which little white one?
I mean, I can't even read a bottle these days.
Yeah.
Well, and I get confused. Right.
And when you start taking them, and you're just like, you pick it up and you put it down, you pick up the next bottle, and you're like,
oh, wait, did I take
that, or did I drop it?
Or you get distracted while you're counting.
Exactly.
Even.
Yeah.
This has been the best takeaway.
It really has.
Pill packing.
Yeah, and
that's a reason to come.
It is a reason to come. I mean, we have quite a few patients on it now, and I think it's life-changing. I wish we had more.
Better than dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is I'm thinking about it for older adults, but I'm also thinking about it for the adolescents who forget. You keep your packet in the morning and you just...
And you can take like one off. Like if you just have 1 or 2 things, or you're just going to lunch and you have to have it, you can tear that one little packet out, shove it in your purse, and then it'll be right there with you.
And then it's gone. You've
and then
consumed it.
Gone.
Well, that's
you've
true
opened
too.
it and you've
That's
taken
a good idea.
it's gone.
Right.
It's really important, and I think more and more you'll see like a lot of pill packing coming out.
Okay.
But I think that a lot of people just don't want to change pharmacies, or they're nervous about what the cost is going to be, or, you know, trying to get them all synced together so that you can get them all packed together. And, you know, that's just something that we spend a lot of time working on.
Well, I drank the Ulmer Kool-Aid.
I did too, big time.
It's a really, no, but I mean, things like that, services like that are just
That's like
priceless.
worth its weight in gold.
It is, it is.
I mean, imagine all the time you have after somebody's done that for you.
Exactly.
And if you're even just trying to put them in the little, I've tried to do it and they slip or they pour over or
Sure.
they jump, you know.
Or sometimes you need to cut a pill in half, and
Yeah.
that's a disaster.
Yes.
I have to say, Cathy Ulmer, as always, we learn so much when we're together. I really appreciate you coming. Stay with us. There's more to come on Carolina Women.